started Monday, 2 o'clock in the morning. I was thirsty. Couldn't sleep. I don't know why I couldn't sleep. Maybe because it was hot, but I was also cold. So decided to make myself some tea. Go downstairs. I forgot to close the screen or my back patio door. Okay. And when I forget to close my back patio door, my cat opens the patio. She opens the screen. She knows how to open the screen. That part is crucial. Usually I lock the back patio door, but this, for some odd god-awful reason, I was really tired that day. So I just took myself to bed. But at 2 o'clock, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, decided to get up, go downstairs and make myself some catnip tea. For those who don't know, catnip tea has something in it that puts you to sleep. So I went downstairs to make my catnip tea. I see that the screen door is open. My cat is outside chilling like she been working a hard day, pay all the bills in this house. With my screen door wide open, she's by the pool. Yeah, she's by the pool. So after wrangling her ass to get back in the house, I go in the kitchen to start what I needed to start to make my tea. One of the ingredients for my catnip tea is blueberries. I don't know why. It's just the texture of it all, but it's blueberries, frozen blueberries to be exact. So I open the freezer to get the frozen blueberries. Close the freezer. Yeah. Then for some reason I open the refrigerator door. To this day, I don't know why I opened the refrigerator door, but I opened the refrigerator door. When I looked down, I proceeded to see a little round black body and 3 legs surrounding that little black body running under my refrigerator. I froze, much like I am right now, trying to tell this story. And to give you a background, I have PTSD. It's self-diagnosed, but I know I have PTSD. I've dealt with a lot of trauma as a kid, and a lot of trauma as being a police officer. I don't know if my brain wasn't in the right place because it was 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I don't know if I was dealing with some type of trauma which caused me to wake up. I don't know. But then I proceeded to make a big old pot of hot water by boiling the water in my kettle. A couple of minutes later, the water is ready, and I just throw all of that hot water under the refrigerator, thinking whatever's underneath there is dead. It's got to be dead because it's hot water. Nothing can survive hot water. I mean, this is scalding hot water. I'm not going to move the refrigerator. I'm not going to do any of that. It's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm tired. I don't have my wits about me. So I go back to bed. I don't know how. I go back to bed. So the next morning, which is a Tuesday, I wake up. I get my flashlight and I look underneath the refrigerator. There's nothing there. Nothing there. I have a little spotlight, nothing there. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe it was, maybe I was just hallucinating 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. Maybe I was a little out of there. So, okay. I clean up whatever mess that I left. But nonetheless, I do clean up the kitchen, whatever mess is there. So, there's nothing there. Nothing there. So, I'm not going to pull out the refrigerator because the refrigerator is flat. So, nothing really could be back there. So, okay, maybe I was hallucinating. So, tonight, around 8 o'clock, this is Wednesday night, I go downstairs, shut everything down. This time, I make sure that back door is locked and closed because that heifer cat of mine is not going to be doing that again, opening these doors. Okay. Everything's shut down, locked down. I go downstairs. In the corner is a tarantula looking at me and me looking at that damn tarantula. In the opposite side of the refrigerator. So, thankfully, I had a cardboard box from setting up some equipment for my second bedroom. I can't even speak because now I'm reliving that trauma. My second bedroom, I had a cardboard box. I proceeded to take that cardboard box and block that refrigerator because what that tarantula is not going to do is go back underneath that refrigerator. Okay. So then, it's looking at me. 2 front, whatever these are, hands, paws, legs, whatever, are up. As if to tell me, I ain't gonna do shit. Because I ain't do anything Monday night. You ain't gonna do anything tonight. I then open my back door, got the broom. And let me tell you about these brooms here in Mexico. They're not the type of brooms that are in the States with just a little pole and the straw wrapped around the pole. And if you just swat a fly, the fly still flies away. No. These brooms have the wooden pole, but they have a solid wooden block at the end of them. Nice solid wooden block. Then they attached a little straw in that wooden block. I then proceeded to whale the fudge out of that broom. And with all of my might, mollywop that tarantula. The crazy part is the first hit didn't do any damage. Woo! It didn't do any damage. The second one, though. That relief, when them legs started getting tighter than a beady beads in the back of my head. When them legs started to curl up, I knew it was dead. I didn't see any blood though. I don't know if they bleed, but I didn't see any blood. But as soon as them little, she wasn't putting up no gang sign then. But as soon as them legs went down underneath that body, I knew she was there. I then breathed a sigh of relief because she was big and swift Swept that heifer out of my house. And she was light to sweep. It was a light sweep for her to take that first blunt with the broom was just amazing to me. But I swept her out. And that heifer is dead. And I'm telling this story for 2 reasons. You don't know what is in you when you want something out. First, you may not pay attention to it. But as soon as you realize that it's really there, you're going to do everything and anything possible to get it out of your presence. Because let me just tell you, by the grace of God, I'm here to tell this story. I'm going to tell you that right now. Whew. Georgia was out. Deuces. I knew it was still in my house. It was over there in the corner. Oh my God. I'm in my robe. So I beat the shit out of it with my broom. Hold on. Let me go outside. And I swept it outside. There the motherfucker is right there. Beat the shit out of it.